I got hands-on experience with the Infinite Machine P1, a $10,000 future transportation device, and this is what it's like. This is the Infinite P1. I'm gonna go through my entire experience riding it, the specs, how much it costs to purchase. I'll have links and discount codes down below if you do plan to buy it. But this is designed and created in New York City, and I got to go to their office and actually take this thing for a ride. So here are my thoughts.
Ready, set, let's go. I'm on the way up. I'm on the way up. I'm on the way up, going all the way up.
Now the first thing is this looks very simple and plain. I love the aesthetic, but I was curious if it would be a comfortable ride because you don't really see any shock absorbing materials, but they're all built inside of the frame. Has some in the front and the back. And when we were driving it around in New York on the flat pavement, through potholes, on the cobblestone, it actually felt very comfortable. Like, yes, you're gonna feel the cobblestones, but not to an extreme extent. So far, we went over some cobblestones, very smooth. The acceleration feels very smooth as it just picks up. And I feel like I have control of the road. Like right now, we're just going. I'm not pressing any acceleration. It just feels good. We're going about 8 miles an hour and it's silent. There's no noise. I don't hear anything. We're about to ride on more cobblestones. It's absorbing everything, like the vibration. There's a little bit of vibration, but not like an insane amount. If I was riding like a city bike, I would be falling all over the place. And I can see my speed on the front here. This also has built-in CarPlay, which is crazy. I've got turn signals, a horn. I've got different modes I can change from eco. I don't know, it feels really good. The brakes are easy to control. My feet are perfectly placed, the seat's comfortable, and we've got some mirrors. So far, this ride is fun, easy, and simple. I forget that it's there. There was storage on the inside of the seat right in here where we were able to open up the latch, put a drone inside to be able to commute to where we were going. It has a kickstand, so you can easily just put the kickstand down and park it right there. It locks via the mobile app, so you don't have to worry about it getting stolen. And the ride was extremely smooth. There are 3 different modes for acceleration, and it just felt so cool riding this thing. It is absolutely silent. It is 100% electric, so you can just charge it at home and be ready to go. It has 60 miles of range and a top speed of 65 miles per hour. I got up to about 33, 34 miles per hour, and I was already freaking out about how fast we were going. But I was like, this thing is exhilarating. Like, can this optimize transportation around New York City? Can I get to places that I need to? Never have to worry about delays from subways. I think this might be the solution. The one thing I was worried about was like rain, snow, cold weather, but they said you can drive this in any type of weather and you will be fine. I guess when it's really cold, we'll need some kind of fancy gloves to put over the handles to still be able to drive, but this thing felt like the ultimate machine to be able to get anywhere in New York City as fast as possible without having to worry about any potential ways of slowing down. Holy shit. Damn, going 30 miles an hour is fast. I can't imagine going 60. That was crazy. At like 32, 34, I was like, whoa. Let's go through the specs and the colors. So this is the silver color. Actually, this is my favorite one. They also have a black version, which also looks pretty sleek if you want something more discreet. The silver just pops more. It reminds me of the Cybertruck and vehicles like that. It's currently available to order. You can actually go ahead and configure it. You have your 2 colors, stainless steel, black aluminum. It is $10,000. They start shipping fall 2025. We'll have a link down below if you want to click that. It is the P1 Launch Edition. It'll come with a high-speed charger, high-performance battery, and a welcome kit. Okay, it's got a photo mode where I can press this button, take a photo. We turn on the turn signals, it'll turn on the camera in the back. So it's technically the same camera depending on which direction you're facing, but the blinkers will blink here. There's a sound. We've got the lights we can turn on and off here. There's a reverse button on this right here. You just press that and it goes in reverse. We can change the modes from, if we press mode, let's turn that off. We can change from eco, normal to sport. If I need to disengage anything, I can press this to turn it off. It's got a little horn. And 2 brakes right here, and the throttle is right here. So let's see, we'll press mode. It's gonna switch to sport. We've got eco, normal, and sport. So we'll put it on normal. And then if I turn the turn signal on right here, if you look at the turn signals on the front of the car, you'll see that it's blinking right over here. Boom, so it's notifying everyone around me. And then come back to the screen. And if you look at the screen here, I can actually tap this menu button here and you can change a ton of settings. We've got keys, we've got connectivity, we've got recording depending on the recording length. We've got the vehicle settings here, the general, the speed. You can, if you don't have a driver's license, you can make the top speed 30 miles per hour. If you have a motorcycle license, 65 miles per hour. And then if I want, I just press this right here. There's a USB-A and USB-C port. and there's an Infinite Machine app, and it's just so easy. Like if you're going somewhere, you need to park, you can park between cars. You don't have to worry about parking spaces in New York City. You just put it right there, boom, you're done. It's faster than Subway. Park anywhere. You can fit a second passenger, and you don't need a motorcycle license if you're driving below 30 miles per hour. But above that, to get speeds up to 55 miles per hour, you will need a motorcycle license to unlock those speeds. You can easily charge it at home to get up to 60 miles of charge. It's a 3.2 kilowatt hours battery, and you can just use a regular classic power outlet. This is only available in the United States right now, but they did have some cool modular things I saw on their website. I did not get to see these in person, but if you want to see videos on these, let me know. And also comment below whatever questions you have, and I can do a more in-depth video. It also came with a trailer. You can potentially put speakers on the side, cargo, and an extra battery. The trailer, I think, will be so interesting to carry camera equipment around and just put that in the back of that trailer and be able to zoom around. I would love to do that in New York City. But my first initial impressions, this thing was actually really nice. I was like, I don't need a reason for one of these scooters. But I could build a case for why I might need one. Maybe want to ride around and just be able to get to like dinners, get to events, get to certain things extremely fast and like optimize my time, get to the gym, not have to worry about anything else getting in the way. Like I can just park right on the street next to my house, get my workout in, zoom home, and like just optimize the time it takes to get places. It's much faster. But like if I use a city bike, you have to find a city bike station, park it there, and that price adds up. And then, you know, weather impacts it. You don't really want a city bike when it's raining, but if these wheels are really strong, they're sturdy, they have tread, like it could be safer to drive it around. But these are my overall first impressions of the Infinite P1. Click the link in the description if you do plan to buy one. My name is Sherman Shares. Follow me on all the socials. Subscribe to see future information. I also have a video on the Infinite Alto, which is their e-bike version, and I go in showing the experience for that, so I'll have that video linked right here.